on EA Sports.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Eagles of Houston taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Dan. former Duke Blue Devil.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Amari Barno in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. You talk about this giant defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Giants nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw again on second down. Jones got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But now it
touchdown Giants! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete. Can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Watkins. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Play action. Watkins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Houston.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The Eagles had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Quez Watkins, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. Back to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Jones hit and the ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started
taking it right down Broadway. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Eagles to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the play.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. It's Dean. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Watkins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Eagles.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they'll run again. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Amari Barno able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
In fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
A second down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Going deep here for Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Off play action. Watkins. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Watkins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Watkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Now Jones on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Perez. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Back to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 36 yards.
And the Giants get a bit closer.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watkins. Allen has it left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Throwing on 1st down. Watkins. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board. And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, where this pick-6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick-6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. In motion, the tight end. A final shot before break. Watkins going deep here for Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he returns this to the 22. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Off the play fake. Watkins. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Houston.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 3rd down, Watkins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You don't see that at times, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
At the 24-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Watkins. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Watkins. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Eagles just continue to roll. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Jones now on 1st and 10. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled? And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Watkins going deep here for Allen. And got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Eagles. Eagles. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On second down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Throwing on third and long. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And fights through one man. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over first and 10. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Operating from the gun. Watkins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jones. He finds Douglas complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. Fighting his way through contact. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out comes Houston. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them,
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Amari Barno. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Throwing on second and long. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perez. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The offense on third down, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Slayton on the slant. He'll go down. It's a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Houston's offense taking over again. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Throwing again. Watkins. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 87 yards. And the Eagles add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
17. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, throw left side complete. That's Douglas. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Amari Barno in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Amari Barno in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taken right around the 44. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 1st down, Watkins. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about it.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. Nolan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
There he goes, right side. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And that will come the offense as they take over. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.
Illegal touching. Offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Here we go.
Now Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nolan Smith getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
2nd and 17 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Throwing on 3rd and long, Jones. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Off play action. Watkins. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Watkins. Trying to lay one up deep. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
On 1st and 10, Watkins. He finds his man, complete. It's Miles. Down the left sideline. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually